So we call US CMA a global qualification. Apparently, reason being is like close to 150,000 students are pursuing this qualification. And what I have learned during those 3 years, I remember very well. The HR, whenever we hire professional qualification students, they always ask few things very, very important. And I would advise students, the first and most important skills these HR are asking me to do US CMA, he can pursue alongside graduation. So many students.
So what do you mean by skill set? Along with CMA USA, you should also have some more skills. Which type of skills?
You see, what happens with the basic benchmark is also what IMA also brings in.
It means a student who wants to go for the management accounting profile, in regard to the MIS or management accounting, then he should pursue a CMA USA or finance or the job opportunities if a student, because Indian student is investing a huge amount in dollars.
Right.
So what are the job opportunities he will be getting after doing CMA USA? Whether he can get after part 1 or part 2, or after he has to complete full CMA, then only he will be able to get the job.
A lot of the time we foresee that students join the qualification and they get so busy with their graduation or with their profession. They sometimes they feel, I'll probably not do it. So I would always suggest.
ग्रेट मॉर्निंग दोस्तों, आज हमारे साथ विनीत पवर सर हैं एंड ही इज़ रीजनल हेड इन द नॉर्थ साइड फ्रॉम IMA. तो आइए सर से ही पूछते हैं कि IMA के बारे में या सर के बारे में, सर कितने फिट हैं. तो सर से जानते हैं कि CMA USA या IMA क्या क्या कोर्सेज लेकर आया हुआ, क्या वाई दे आर बेस्ट फॉर स्टूडेंट्स. सर.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Vineet Pawar, a relationship development manager. I am at IMA. And I'm based out of Delhi. So IMA is a professional body, and we are a very old qualification. We've been nearly close to 103 years old.
103 years?
103 years, yes. And I'm probably, we have one of our major USPs, like we have certified management accounting qualification, which is like a very, very interesting qualification for the students and working professional in today's fast moving world.
And what are the other courses which are being provided by IMA? I think there are three courses.
We have recently launched last year, which is FMA.
FMA.
That's another qualification which is basically meant for students who probably wanted to upgrade their skill set, especially who are a non-finance person. For them, it's very interesting. And also for the students who are just wanted to, upgrade their skill set, who are very, very wanted to improve their skill set on a basic understanding as a fundamental qualification, and it's very, very also for the students who are from class secondary school or from class 12, they can also pursue FMA qualification just to enhance their financial skills.
Sir, can you just guide us that in regard to certified management accountant, जो आप CMA USA की बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे you have told that which students, why it is regarded as a global qualification? Why we generally say CMA USA is a global. So how are you related with global?
So we call US CMA a global qualification. Apparently, reason being is like close to 150,000 students are pursuing this qualification. And these students are based out of 150 plus countries.
150 plus countries?
Yes. So, and if you'll see that the population is growing quite fast. And in India, we are growing very fast. And we have nearly crossed 30K mark already. And we are growing at very fast pace in India. So global qualification, which very, very means it's like we are globally available, acceptable in different countries.
Great. And what is the exam structure or the course content in the CMA USA?
So,
some idea.
So what happens, US CMA has two exams, part 1 and part 2. And another important part is like exams happen 3 times a year. So like there are 3 windows. First is like January, February, then we have May and June, then they have September and October. So what happens, students get a chance to appear for those exams in these 3 windows. So what happened, for an example, right now, if students sitting in April, and today is April 3rd, so student want to give an exam May, June, so you need to block that within that 60 days, he gets a locking period. And similarly, then you have September, October window. So you get 3 windows.
So there is a flexibility in the examination.
There is a flexibility, yes. And they are demand papers, and they are the unique USP about the exam is something very interesting where you have to give test on Prometheus Testing Center, and you have to go there and you have
all these are computerized based exams.
all computer-based exam. It's whereas in India, where student has been very traditional, giving exam, pen and book and paper exam is there. What we diversify also when student go and give a computer-based testing center, then he gets to the world to understand, since he's moving to a corporate world, and what happens, we have created that USP, so that student get into world and work professional body, so professional world, especially corporate side of the world, so he gets that feel while writing the exams.
So whether a student is comfortable along with the graduation, it means I'm talking that whether syllabus is same or they can do CMA USA along with the graduation, or they should do after graduation.
Apparently, what happens to enter to US CMA qualifications, student need to be a graduate. But what happens, student to do US CMA, he can pursue alongside graduation. So many students who are doing US CMA in India, they are also doing this alongside their graduation.
Okay. And along with the job also you can do.
Yeah, certainly, you can also do through your working also. So apparently, the world is changing very fast. Skills are changing very fast, and I think a lot of professional people are joining this qualification. So what happens, it enhances your skill set. It also improve your learning curve. So a lot of people.
Yeah, once you have just said enhance your skill set. So what do you mean by skill set? Along with CMA USA, you should also have some more skills. Which type of skills?
You see what happens. The basic benchmark is also what IMA also brings in. Be a US CMA, you also need to have some number of hours to have those skill set. What happens? You need to attend you need to do some additional certification which we have. So we have a lot of additional certification where student or professional can come and do those skill set, and they need to update their professional development just to ensure that they are active and relevant.
Okay. And sir, can you also guide us in regard to the job opportunities if a student, because a student, Indian student is investing a huge amount in dollars.
Right.
So what are the job opportunities he will be getting after doing CMA USA? Whether he can get after part 1 or part 2, or after he has to complete full CMA, then only he will be able to get the job.
See, there's a lot of tech company, American-based tech company, who are hiring part qualified students also.
Okay, it will after one part.
After part 1 also, but still need to be a graduate. That's their first benchmark.
Okay.
Apart from that, there are a lot of MNC, American MNC, they are hiring US CMA in India. And to your surprise, also a lot of Big 4 also hire US CMA.
I see.
Yes.
All Big 4 they
are. So we have a lot of members who are working in a Big 4. So yes, so I would not name the Big 4, but I would say that Big 4s also hire. But you need to have some relevant experience. So they don't hire freshers. They hire CMAs who have some number of years of experience.
Great. It means a student who wants to go for the management accounting profile, in regard to the MIS or management accounting, then he should pursue a CMA USA or finance or...
See, if you love the management part of the world, if you like accounting, finance and management together, then this is the qualification which will help you. What happens, we cover the world of accounting, finance and management together, which will also enhance, this is where we talk a lot about FP&A, data analytics. We talk about lot about, finance, accounting and everything into our qualification.
And this is one of the shortest, if we compare with other courses, this is one of the shortest course, a student can complete within 9 to 12 months.
See, not to 9 to 12 months, I would say student roughly takes about a year and a half to complete the qualification. What happens is, just like in India, we have grown in 6 years, we have crossed 30K mark. On reason being very important. It's just like student on today's world, they're looking for something very short and very crisp. And they want value for money. And what IMA has geared up in India, and they're growing very fast, is only reason because their 2 exams are there.
Well, yeah. As compared to, as we talk of CFA USA or CPA or ACCA, they took somewhat longer time as compared to CMA.
Right. And today's world and dynamic world, especially student, what we foresee is they're looking for something very short, something very crisp.
Everyone is looking fast and short and quickly they want.
And also over and above, they also look at how can I quickly get placed. So we played a USP there.
Very right. So any on the last, any other tip you want to give to the students, those who are planning to join CMA USA as a career? So क्या आप उनको गाइड करना चाहेंगे? व्हाट आर द, क्या एक इंटरनल
What I'll want to give students, so see, prior joining a professional qualification, just ask yourself a question that you should complete the journey. A lot of the time we foresee that students join the qualification and they get so busy with their graduation or with their professional, they sometimes they feel, oh, I'll probably not do it. So I would always suggest, whenever you join any professional qualification or probably US CMA, just ensure you complete the journey, and you have 1.5 year to complete it. And so that's what I would like to tell the students.
Yeah, great. So how, sir, in the whole journey, as you have just told that it will take 12 to 13 or 15 months, in the whole journey, sometimes, we feel very low. Our morale level goes so much down. And how to raise that again, motivation level, so that we can again pick up that race? So,
see, it's just like in today's fast moving VUCA world, we need to be ahead of the curve. It's just like keep yourself hyperactive and health bit. And what will happen, that gives you a lot of clarity. So I would always recommend and suggest, see, in a day we have 24 hours and we sleep for 8 hours to 7 8 hours. Still we have good number of hours to take care of ourselves. And most importantly, I want to tell all students, be disciplined in your life. If you're putting in some money there, ensure that you complete the journey. And discipline is very, very important. And see, end of the day, you put an alarm in the morning, 5 o'clock, and we don't get up, then half the battle is lost already.
Very right, very right.
So just ensure you get up early for first alarm. And some point time over the time, I'll tell you, I don't need an alarm to get up in the morning.
Great. So, sir, can you also suggest that how you see the CMA USA, after 5 to 10 years? No doubt this is blooming like anything nowadays.
Right.
But how you are looking the CMA USA after 5 years? If a student is doing now, and he's no doubt he will be, it is a long-term investment for him. So how you watch it CMA USA after 5 to 10 years down the line?
I foresee that we will very surely will cross 50K mark in next couple of years.
Okay.
And that's very fast we will be moving. And apparently India is the hub where we foresee that a lot of MNCs are coming here in India, a lot of companies from India going abroad, and they need to have more globalization skill set. And we are seeing a lot of recognition and importance of US CMA qualification. So what I also foresee, sir, I think this is just a beginning of US CMA.
Just a beginning?
Just a beginning. And I foresee that there's going to be a huge, tremendous jump on people joining this qualification.
It means you are judging that it will have a great value after 5 to 10 years also.
Exactly, in India, sir.
Great.
Because we are seeing a lot of partners, unlike you, are coming on board, and a lot of, we also foreseeing a lot of corporates are giving this importance to this qualification. So we're seeing that it will going to be a good jump in India.
Great. Sir, can you somewhat tell us about the, why the IMA has discontinued with the scholarship? It is a costlier course, and now they have discontinued with the scholarship. What is the reason behind
that? I would say we have not discontinued the scholarship. We have made a strong process to gain a scholarship. A process is what we have identified. Our new leadership have joined recently, and under the leadership of Mike DePresco and under Dinah, what they have visioned is just like scholarship should be relevant for the students. And also, most importantly, what they have also identified, what they also wanted to ensure that each student gets the benefit, and there's a certain benchmark. So for an example, a college, they need to ensure that their course is integrated. And then second, most important, they also foresee that students are able to clear the exam. Say at times scholarship was there. What happens, student doesn't take it for granted when you get things for free. So we made the process change. Nothing else is there. Scholarship is still available.
Okay, it means we can avail that.
You can avail that, but or colleges need to follow us due diligence. They need to follow a process which is there in our website. A very streamlined process where you need to get yourself accredited, and also you also need to ensure that you complete the qualification. And if you don't complete a qualification, the chances of your student will not get a scholarship going forward. This is what some basic principle is required, and I think this is much needed.
Yeah. Great. So my last question is that if we compare, CMA USA, if a student is doing CMA USA, then whether there is a need to do any other courses also like CFA or ACCA or CPA, or it is wholesome sufficient?
See, what I foresee is like I said earlier, while you pick up any professional qualification, ask yourself a question that what thrives you, what drives you, and what is your passion, what makes you which keeps you alive. So for an example, like I said, management accounting, if management accounting, finance and accounting gives you passion, that this is the area which I really wanted to work for, then CMA plays a vital role. Similarly, if you think that merger acquisition or something more into fund accounting you love, and then that CFA is a very good qualification there. Similarly, if you're good at auditing and taxation, you love number crunching, then ACCA and CA plays a very vital role. It's all depends that where you see yourself. Ask this question to yourself, students, that where you see yourself in 5 years, and what are the skills that you which are your crucial areas where you can demonstrate those skills, and then you aspire to do this qualification.
Yeah. It means before joining it, have an analysis of all those courses.
Exactly. Ask yourself a question that what you're good at.
ग्रेट. तो सर मैं एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि इफ़ अ स्टूडेंट हैज़ क्लियर्ड CMA USA पार्ट 1 भी कर लिया उसने, पार्ट 2 भी कंप्लीट कर लिया, बट ही डोंट हैव एनी वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, एंड बिकॉज इन दिस IMA रिक्वायरमेंट देयर हैज़ टू बी अ 2 years एक्सपीरियंस. So whether after just clearing this CMA USA part 1 and part 2, whether he will be able to get that job, or whether he can, how he will complete that requirement?
See, any professional body, and you need to have relevant years of experience. And IMA means 2 years of relevant experience. And what happens, student, when after done the graduation, there are 3 essential benchmark to US CMA designation with your name. First and most important one is that you need to be an active member with IMA. Second most important thing is you need
when you say active member, what is the meaning of active member?
Your membership should be active.
Okay.
And then second most important, then you need to ensure that you have a degree, a proper university degree from accredited university, to have that's the second benchmark. And then there's also IMS looks at you need to have a 2 years relevant experience you can gain after your graduation, and that will be counted. So apparently there are a lot of job opportunities are there in the market. You can certainly, if you're an active member, like many jobs we are currently, a lot of companies are coming to us. What we do, we always ask those companies to send us the JD, and then what we do, we send the profile back to active member students. So what happens, those are the matching profiles, like similarly what CMAs are required. And then what happens, those 2 relevant years of experience is a basic benchmark. And then what happens, if you have that 2 years relevant experience, then you can write CMA with your name, and you can also mention your profile, you can also mention your LinkedIn.
That I agree with you. Sir, my point is, because lots of students, they are confused that just by clearing those 2 parts, whether he or she will be able to get a job, or he or she requires some more skills.
No, he will definitely get a job for sure.
After doing these examinations.
Jobs are available at the market. And the second most important is to use this designation with your name. So any professional qualification, if you see any I'm talking about, they also require some relevant years of experience to ensure that you have those skill set. So jobs are available. And then apart from that, I may also evaluate that what kind of skill set you have gained, that 2 years, and then after you gain that, then you can use your CMA title with your name. Over the last 18-19 years of experience, and I have spearhead to some areas of certain organization where I was helping them get placed, some students, right? And what I have learned during those 3 years, I remember very well. The HR, whenever we hire professional qualification students, they always ask few things very, very important. And I would advise students, the first and most important skills these HR are asking me, that Vineet, send me the candidate, but ensure that they have good communication skills. First thing. Then they also ask me, Vineet, how about they are good at advanced Excel?
Advanced Excel.
These are some skill set is the need and for. And since the world is changing into technology and analytics, AI and Power BI, these are something very, very important as a part. If you have this edge, you will gain an advantage. So I'm just saying, any qualification you do, even any qualification, like you do US CMA, you need to also improve your learning curve, especially in communication side, advanced Excel side. These will help you get placed. And end of the day, as I said, I'm saying this again and again. Most of the HR, they always look at how you're presentable, how you're able to talk, How is your good at your communication? Those are the skills that are there. Then they always ask you, well, hang on, where is your graduation from? Where is your professional qualification? You need to break the ice with your communication
With
side
your
first.
communication. So it means preference one they are giving to the communication skills
Communication and
or the
presentation.
additional skill. And how you are presenting yourself.
How presenting yourself. And I can vouch for that. Many top B schools in India, I'm seeing none of them are guaranteeing placement. They are assuring placement. But are they able to get the placement? They are giving placement. But I'm saying end of the day, what I'm telling you again and again here is just like improve your communication. If you improve your how you can present yourself. These are some very, very important basic tool which HR will judge you initially on the first round of an interview.
Sir, very rightly said you that communication skills are very important and presentation skills for a tier 2 city student. How he can improve his communication skills. Can you give us some tip, or how whether he should join any course, or how he can improve that communication skills because more or the presentation skills.
If I'll talk about, I can talk about myself. I'm also from tier 2 city. I was born and brought up in Lucknow and Kanpur. So I was also from there. What I used to improve my learning curve is like improve my communication. I used to record myself. I used to put myself in a video, and I also check myself. I used to always ask my sister. I used to ask my brother how good I'm doing it. So I used to do a lot of demos, interviews with my sister, with my brother, with my cousins, to just check me how am I doing, and how can I start reading a lot of English books. And also how can I join some kind of classes is there if you're not able to improve your English communication skills. So what you can probably also do is like you can certainly look at some centers who are teaching you in English. So these are some very, very important, will be able to help you.
Great, very right. So sir, can I ask one personal question also?
Right.
So what is the main secret? I have seen you in so many marathons. You are running like this, and you are very much healthy, and you are physically fit. So please guide along with the studies. What are the tips you want to give?
See, what happens? I'm into athletics. I was in a boarding school. I've learned there this, and apparently, to all the students, I would suggest keep yourself healthy. And very important quote I still remember. We always think of making wealth, but you can only make wealth if you have good health. So to make your good health, you need to ensure that you stay active, you stay, do running, do gym, do yoga, whatever it is. And believe me, what happens doing this ultra marathons or runs, what helps me, it gives me a vision, it gives me a clarity, and it gives me a guidance. That's what it helped me. And end of the day, what my family wants me is not my wealth, they want my health. If I'm having a good health, I can be able to take care of my wealth.
Very right. It will health is wealth.
Yes, health is wealth.
Great. We have just discussed that along with the graduation, you should go for that. But because working professionals, they are married, they are unmarried, and they are at a very responsibility level. So how they can do along with their job, the CMA US?
See, there was one research I came to know recently. There was one survey which I was going through, and I saw that less than 2% people are skilled right now, and jobs market is changing quite drastically. And if for working professionals are not upgrading the skill set, if they're not, see, apparently I'm also a working professional. I also do a lot of certification just to ensure that I stay ahead of the curve. And if working professionals are not adding additional skill set to their career, they will be left behind because the millennials will come and take their job. So what I want to suggest you guys, just ensure that do some additional skill set, improve your learning curve, and at least stay relevant.
So whether they can do along with the job also.
They can also do alongside a job. You have weekend, you can apparently plan a schedule, and apparently what you will also see, any of the publisher you go and study, they have create a very unique algorithm. What happens is that they have created a content for you. So for example, you pick an exam on September and you are working professional. If you put in your data there, they will tell you that how many hours, how many days.
Study plan will be there.
Study plan, everything is there. So it will get you insight at what hours and how many hours you have to study every day. So if you're able to take out 1 hour or a couple of hours each day, you'll still be able to clear the exams.
Great. As we are a learning partner in Hock, so that Hock, that software, that includes that study plan,
Study plan is there.
How many hours, how much time, how much plan, full detailed plan is there.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you follow that plan, then you will be able to clear the exam.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
From a real heart, thank you.
Thank you.